Okay, hi Kevin. I got your email. Here's your message. Um, Thanks for the detailed response. I really appreciate it. Or detailed update, I guess. Anyway, image size. So part A, you're working on it. Part B, pending. This point is done. Now, one clicking of the text, there is no font. So you added the font. I understand that you did add a font, but I think you accidentally might have forgot. Like this one, there is a font I can add. Here, like this one, there's a font, or this one, there's no font. There's no font on this. There's font on this one. There's no font on this. So, can you make sure all of these boxes, text boxes, have the option of changing font? Okay, and number two, or not number two, part D, you send me what you have done, which is this one, and um, borders. I understand that there's no border. I guess I'm gonna just change the photos on this so there won't be any borders. I don't have to worry about that, I believe. And then you said part E, center snap should be off double line. Just disregard it because I don't even know what this is. Um, Part F, while moving image, there must be grid line. And you said there is no option to show grid line. So basically what I mean is I want to have something similar to this. You see that when you want to, let's say a person goes in, they want to move this text. As soon as they move it, you see a bunch of lines. I'm talking about those lines. It's called grid line, or I call it grid line, or whatever. What it's for is it shows, it lets the user, it notifies it that hey, when you move these, do not pass this blue line, which is right here. Well, I can't even point to it, but this line right here, which is, let me see, maybe I can do this. Okay, this line. So do not pass this line, and there's from here to this line, there's a 0.125 distance, and basically it's saying that don't even get close to this red line, red dashed line, dotted line, because that's where the cutter is. And you see there's a scissor that shows that shows that shows that red line where it's gonna cut. Okay, so there's gonna be two boxes, and I created this. Well, before I show you this, when I move these boxes, can I? You see this blue line that shows that it's right now it's in line with this photo and this photo. Let's move it again. You see these lines? It's like showing whenever the box that you're moving gets aligned to the other photos. Okay, this might be too hard. I don't know if you can do it or not, but if you do, that would be great, because when you print it, you want to make sure everything is aligned. Okay, and okay, so here is what I was going to show you, and here's the more detail of what I mean. This is the template you made. So as soon as someone tries to move this one of these photos, um, they'll get this. Okay, so this is, same as what we were looking at right here. You know, you see it's similar. You got the scissor, you got the red dotted box around the flyer, and the blue dotted box around the flyer, which is, I try to draw this here the same way. So as soon as when they're on this page, as soon as they grab one of these text boxes or photos or whatever that they want to move around, they'll get this grid line. Okay, so there's a bunch of lines, and you see it's double what you have. You only have two right here you only have two. When you move this, you don't get anything, right? But I think it's unnecessary to click this center snap. This should be activated as soon as someone tries to move one of these boxes. Okay, and that would be nice if it snaps on the line. It does snap on the line right now, but there needs to be another line in the middle, just like this one. You see, one, two, three. You have this line and this line. Just add another line, and on the vertical and on the horizontal, you have this line and this line. Just another, and just add another horizontal line between these two lines that you have. Okay, so then the photos, when you move it around, it snaps as it does here that you have designed. You see how it snaps on the boxes, on the grid lines, on these white lines. You see how it snaps, but just another line on the vertical and horizontal, so it snaps even in more detail. Okay, and let's see. So that's that, and then just draw the red line at the scissor, showing that when they move around the photo, make sure they don't pass the red line. Absolutely not. And make sure they don't pass, pretty much they don't have to pass the blue line. The safest way is don't pass the blue line, but they shouldn't pass the blue line. And the red line is absolutely no way they should pass it, because that's where the cutter is. Okay, and because eventually what I'm eventually what this is what I want to have. Just FYI, this is what I want to have, which you're working on right now. You are designing something similar to it, you know so similar. And then um, okay, the other thing is, in your email, um, you have explained more as far as part G. Bleed size is this. It is, I don't understand this part G. It says bleed side is this. I understand that. I guess you have a bleed size. You're saying that you have a bleed size of 0.125. And then there's a reply. I don't know why. It is to give extra space used for cutting. Okay, so yeah, so 0.125, that's the bleed size, to give extra space, which makes sense. And then over here, I'm not sure why you're sending me this one. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but anyway, so I guess part G is done. I think you're telling me that part G is done because you have added a 0.125 bleed size. Okay, and part H, output size. Now this one I don't know what you mean. uh, this is the correct size, okay, that I told you, and I'm guessing you designed it that way. mm, this link you sent me, I believe you're telling me that every template that is designed, it goes in the order link under WooCommerce, and pretty much it tells the detail of who has made this flyer. I mean, yeah, this template, who has edited and created this flyer. And now this link right here, I'm not sure.